First down, here's the run with Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Lawrence's throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably saying, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now Lawrence on 1st down. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Play action. It's Lawrence. Man open is Robinson. And he gets it all the way down inside inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Lawrence will throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from a yard out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Now Ryland for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They go right back to Singletary. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Howell. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Dreadnoughts.
Off-play action. It's Howell. He gets it to Addison. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. A slant to Jones. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Give the Cook out of the gun. Shifts past him. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Lawrence. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 2nd and a couple. Here's Lawrence. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Now he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Partner, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking off the route and being able to hit him right when he stops.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go play action with Lawrence. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Back to throw, Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Throwing here, Howell. And he can't escape, and down he goes. A-Shot Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
Partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Howell. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. James Cook running back out now. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Lawrence. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 3. Now Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's good for Austin. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper step.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Marvin Jones from 8 yards out. And the Caps continue to pull away here in this first half. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Powell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Lawrence will throw. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Again, it's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Woods. He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marvin Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Caps will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin across the Hudson from Manhattan in the borough of Brooklyn, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Kenny Pickett, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. C.J. Stroud, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. In the first half, we saw a strong outing from Trevor Lawrence. He was downright amazing with 3 touchdown passes and another one scored on the ground for good measure.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Al now to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. The longtime NFL vet Marvin Jones leading out this offense. And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who's just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to them.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Cook up the gut. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here complete to Kelsey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
On second down, Lawrence. That is caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
15 yards. It brings up 3rd and goal.
Cook is in for a touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Ryland on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Well, the Honolulu offense making its return to the field now. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Howell's throw taken in by Watkins here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First down, Dreadnoughts.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. He's got right on the short throw. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And a Honolulu first down.
And Howell will throw it. He gets it to Addison. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
The 20. And a huge play that time. 45 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jordan Addison from a yard out. And the Dreadnoughts are able to claw one back. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Point after, right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Boston's offense ready to go again. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Fights through him. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here's third down and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jordan Addison in the offense out for another drive.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Back to throw. Howell. In trouble, and he's taken down. Akeem Hicks able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. Boston's offense ready to go again. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And that is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Jones has it. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Third and 2. Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Now a throw here to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Now Ryland for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
First down, Howell to throw. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 6. Howell from the gun. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Howell looking to throw again. That is caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Austin. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Second down, Howell back to pass. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Howell out of the shotgun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Howell. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Howell throwing on third down here. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Sione Taki in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Now Howell. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Well, 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They start the drive with Cook, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Fielded at about the 28. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Howell over the middle and complete to Addison.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Jordan Addison. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Howell. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Howell down to throw it. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Lawrence will throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Again, it's Cook. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. Cook turned away on 4th and goal, and the ball will go over on the goal line stand. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. And a Honolulu 1st down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Throwing here, Howell. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. 2nd down throw for Howell.
And right with it here over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Austin's offense ready to go again. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
At the 20-yard line.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Fighting to stay upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Like the footwork back there, I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
Here now a 3rd and 20. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, and that is incomplete.
partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And taken at the 46.
Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Hal to the air on 1st and 10. He gets it to Addison.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 42.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
2nd down, Hal now. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. And Hal will throw it.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Sione Takitaki, his 2nd sack of the night.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Austin, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week.
Meanwhile, for Honolulu,
their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.